China, mid-19th century. The land is broken. Starving peasants trudge through fields of ash. Warlords and rebels clash over power while the Qing dynasty bleeds from within. The Taiping Rebellion tears through the heart of the Qing dynasty, a civil war unlike any the empire has known. In the north, imperial generals fight for control. In the south, rebel armies fight for survival. And in between, the people, crushed beneath both banners. And from the smoke of ruin rises a man who should have died. General Pang Qingyun was left for dead in battle, his army slaughtered, his honor stripped, his purpose lost. But fate had other plans. He would live. And he would return, not just to fight, but to conquer. Beneath a sky heavy with dust, Pang found himself among thieves, bandits hardened by hunger, not cruelty. Here he met Zhao Er-Hu and Jiang Wuyang, brothers not by birth, but by survival. And with them he saw something worth fighting for, but loyalty must be forged in fire. Zhao struck first, strong, wild, testing him. Pang blocked it with precision, not strength, discipline. Pang held fast, sweeping him to the ground with a move born from muscle memory and battlefield instinct. He could have finished them. He didn't. He stepped back, chest heaving, sword lowered. Not a threat, not a plea. Just a man who had nothing left but the fight inside him. That day they didn't just test Pang's skill, they tested his soul. And the fire did not consume him, it forged him. But to be one of them, to earn more than passing trust, he had to bleed with them, kill with them, and lead when death was certain. The rival gang controlled the river valley, ruthless marauders who raided villages and hoarded grain while children starved. The attack came just before dawn, no drums, no shouting, only movement, like ghosts gliding through mist. Then steel met steel, and hell opened. The rival gang staggered out of tents, blades drawn, cursing into smoke. Arrows whistled overhead, men screamed in confusion. But Pang was already inside the storm. He struck like judgment, swift, unrelenting. Every swing of his blade was a lesson in war, efficient, brutal, final. He cut through the chaos, shielding younger men, barking orders with a voice they instinctively obeyed. His instincts turned panic into strategy, scattering the enemy's formation. Zhao fought like a man possessed, wild and raw, but it was Pang who turned the tide. Men with no honor, no cause, only knives, numbers, and fear. Zhao Er-Hu and Wu Yang gathered their men, tired, underfed, outnumbered, but desperation sharpens resolve. In the north, imperial generals fight for control. In the south, rebel armies fight for survival. And in between, the people, crushed beneath both banners. Cities burn like kindling, rivers run red. Blades clash in narrow alleyways. A father kills a man just to feed his child. A brother turns on his kin for a scrap of shelter. There are no heroes here, only survivors, and even they are broken. Smoke chokes the sky, blinding friend and foe alike, and at the center, a lone commander fights with fury, not for victory, but for meaning. Pang Qingyun didn't ask for a command. He stood beside them, quiet, armored in experience, eyes scanning the terrain like a man who had fought too many battles to hope for survival, outnumbered, exposed, backs to the river. No time to run, no time to pray, only time to fight. Pang Qingyun roared forward, not as a general, but as a blade of fury. He fought without pause, weaving through broken spears and collapsing comrades. He disarmed one man with a twist, drove a dagger into another's gut, ducked low and swept the legs of a third before rising into a clean, efficient kill. Pang didn't slow. He ducked under the first blade swung from the saddle, stood in the stirrups, and hurled the spear, straight into the man's chest. The gang's leader spotted him too late. Dust and ash rose around them like smoke from an altar. Pang stepped forward, no words, just steel. Until Pang opened his guard with a brutal feint, swept his leg, and buried his sword deep through the man's chest. The rival leader jerked backward, eyes wide in disbelief, before crashing to the dirt like a toppled statue. That was the night Pang Qingyun was truly reborn, not as general, not as exile, but as one of them.